Good morning, guys, and happy Sunday. Welcome to another vlog. Happy Saturday, everybody. Yes, it is Saturday here. It's been a rather interesting and long morning. We went out to go to a nearby town, a little bit out of the way. We were looking for some sort of like dresser or stand that we can repurpose and use as a coffee bar, because we found a really nice coffee maker that we want, but we need to set things up properly in our kitchen so that it has ample space. It's a little bit bigger. It's not exactly like a smaller basic like Mr. Coffee like what we have now. It's a fancy espresso machine, so fancy baby needs a fancy space to be. So that's what we went out looking for today. And of course, in the interim, I have been R&Ding ways that I can create this space and turn this space behind me here into more of a built-in wardrobe. This is my cloffice, I guess the term is called, a closet office. And I'm at that point right now where I am fed up. I am tired of rotating things in and out. I want all my stuff in one place because I have the space, and it's time to start installing things. So today is the day where I went to grab the initial supply run. So I did start to build out what I wanted, and started to try to budget for this build out. It's going to be a semi-permanent walk-in closet area, because this may or may not be our forever home. So if it's not going to be our forever home, we don't want it to be one of those like full custom built-ins that you really need to tear down and then re-drywall, repaint. Right now this is just going to be a semi-permanent space installation, and it's just going to be a tear down, quick patch and paint when and if we decide to leave. So we did not find our dresser or like coffee station base piece today. It is on the list, so we will go look for something either a little bit later tonight or maybe tomorrow. I say we, definitely just going to be me, and it'll be a 1-800-CALL-MAX if I find something that doesn't fit in my car, which I hope is highly likely, because that means that we get stuff organized, situated, and it'll feel better and more complete, because this is the year that we are completing things. So as I was mentioning earlier, I started to price out every like piece and component that I needed to create a rather large built-in, and I kind of stumbled across a kit online. It was from a box store, which is awesome. There's nothing wrong with this. And I initially was really bummed, and I was willing to settle because it didn't have a proper railing rack that I could hang dresses. Believe it or not, I do own dresses. I just don't wear them very often, I guess, but I love them so much and I can't get rid of them. So they're part of my permanent collection, and I want to look at them. They're here. Like, I forget I have them even, because again, I have so much stuff in so many different places, so it all needs to be in one section. So I told Max, like, hey, I think I'm going to be fine with this kind of setup. And then at last minute, I found it. I found the most perfect setup. So it has like an upper and a lower rack, an upper and a lower rack, and then it has a like rack that's like 3/4 length for dresses or coats. I mean, I really don't know how many coats I own, but I own so many. So we'll see what will be able to fit in this space. But as you can see right behind me, we got some organizing and cleaning up to do. So this is the current space in place. So it doesn't look like it's pretty long or anything, but we got a good like 8-9 feet from my mirror that goes all the way from the edge. And this is actually the closet that is part of this bedroom essentially, and it goes all the way down. So the piece that I purchased will be about right here. It's gonna come up to, I think I measured it out, it's like 6 or 7 inches from the window, and it comes out about 12 and a half, maybe 14 inches. So it's not gonna be like mega like blocking the window, which is good because I love the natural light, but it is gonna block all my really bad drippy paint that honestly I just never noticed it. I never really look over here either. Oh my gosh. So Bernadette, our monstera, is going to move along with all of my books and stuff that I have just down here, just because I sold my I sold the bookshelf that I had all of this stuff on. I actually think New Year's Eve 2022 into 2023 to a friend who actually lives nearby, and I've just had this stuff here for the last year and like 4 weeks. And we're gonna finally put this space to function and use, and it's gonna be amazing. I really am looking forward to this project. It's been a while since I've put something like this together. Probably, I take that back, probably since the week before Christmas. Max and I had to put together our dining room chairs because they came several days late, and that was fun. But this will be me and a drill that we're borrowing as well from Max's parents, and it's gonna be fun. So I figured I'd take you along this little project of mine, because this is a project that was not planned to be completed at all in the next like 3 weeks, because I have plans to take off a chunk of time from my day job so that I have time to complete a bunch of DIY stuff that I want to finish around the house, including something like this. But you know what? Sometimes you just gotta go for it. But you know what? Sometimes things and opportunities present themselves that you just can't say no to. And this is definitely one of those things. So I got this for an incredible price. I will say so far about $400. So that's substantial. It's a chunk of change. And I think this built-in is going to be really something. And yes, of course, like the base standard, like what we're going to put together today into tomorrow, because it is Saturday, it's going to be a little bit different at the end, because of course I have to customize it, because this is going to be like my piece de resistance in my office. Clawfist? I don't like that word. Let's not call it that. I don't know. It just sounds bad. So anyways, grab your favorite beverage. I am on my last weekend of dry January, and I'm just gonna say it, go me, because I've never done this before. And I am having a Blue Moon NA, which is actually really good. And I'm impressed. There's actually flavor, and it doesn't taste like, you can taste the orange, and it reminds me, it's not as thick as in the mouthfeel, and it doesn't taste like thick, flowery, like Valencia orange peel. It's pretty good. So not that you really wanted to know what this NA beverage tastes like, but that's the review you're gonna get that you never asked for. So let's go. All right, guys, and here it is. Empty space. Oops, we definitely gotta take this down. I think you just like pull these babies. Should just like, oh, I see it. Yup. Oddly satisfying. Boom. Okay. Yay. Oh my gosh. I've never been this excited for a really ugly blank space before. Ooh. It's so funny how the color of the carpet doesn't coordinate with the wall like at all. Gotta love, screens and stuff like that. So this is actually way, like, it's almost In real life, it's like only a tint darker than our wall, which is, it is, I think it's called Designer White by Sherwin-Williams, I think. And then this was just the contractor grade carpet that they installed brand new when we bought the house. And of course it's beige, and I don't know, I hate beige carpets. One day it's gonna change. Or maybe we'll get a rug in here and change it up. I don't know. Sounds like a great idea to me. But I think it's time to finally start bringing in the shelving units and start prepping the shelves, queuing them to be put in place. And then I'm gonna grab Max for a hot second, and he's gonna help me like lift up everything once we have everything connected and together. And I guess according to the instructions, I can put this together in increments, and then we can just like raise them up from there. So fingers crossed. This is gonna be good. What do you think, project manager? No, it's not time for that yet. We gotta do some real work. No. What do you think, Uncle D? You ready? Should we do this? Let's put it together. Yay, projects! Alright guys, so we have both pieces completely raised. They're temporarily just leaned up right now for stabilization. The next move is to secure the tops of these to the wall. Now in the building materials list, it was only recommended to get one of these bracket kits, which has two brackets, L brackets to affix these things to a wall. You're not telling me that two are going to be fine for this. And there's actually another section right here that I need to add in all kinds of shelving and stuff too. So no. I bought 4 because I want this thing to be as stable as possible, of course, but it's nice. You know, I initially was gonna go with white, just because I don't like, I was really worried about the bulkiness of these and how it would look. And honestly, they're nowhere near as wide as I was afraid they would be. So it'll be interesting to see once I get the railing on there, exactly how much space I'm gonna have. I do still have those hooks up there for my beautiful light, and I really hope that they are going to be okay. I think so. And I'm okay if it kind of like, you know, overlaps with the wardrobe. That's totally fine with me. I think it'd be fine. So yeah, we're getting along. We're going. So I'll probably have to ask Max to give me a hand with stabilizing these pieces. But right now he is actually making the most incredible Italian dinner for us tonight. We bought some really nice olive oil and meat, and so he did like homemade meatballs. We're having homemade pasta and homemade San Marzano marinara. So definitely worth it to get a little appetite cued for this. I don't know. This did not have to take as long as it did. I started at 2. It is 6:20, and I had to go to the hardware store to pick up another set of shelves because I effed up 100%. This one right here. Because they didn't recommend getting another set of shelves for the base. It's like, y'all, we need to stabilize that base. Like, I'm not an engineer, but I'm an experienced DIYer. Like, I know better. And I'm glad I listened to myself. So anyways, we will continue on and see how this all goes. Well, it is completely done. My wardrobe is put together. It's been filled in with as many items as I can get to at this point in time. And wow, It looks amazing. Way better than I ever thought it would be. Check this out. Boom. It is done. It is completed. Don't mind the clothing rack here, but that's got to go away for storage. And as you can see, Auku has already claimed her space, which is totally fine with me. I love it. This was so much fun putting together. There were some parts and pieces that were just awful. But honestly, I really, really like this. This is surreal. I will say this is definitely a grown-up dream that I've had since I was a young kid. And I thought, man, one day when I grow up, I'm going to have my own house and I'm going to have a walk-in closet. Well, today's the day. So I've been living with this for about 2 weeks now. And I gotta say, having everything out in the open like this has been an absolute game changer. I can see it all. It's all seasonal. Some of my favorite things. The way I have everything organized, and I found like 4 pairs of jeans or pants that I didn't know I had, or I forgot I had. Let's be honest, that's more like it. I totally forgot because they were stuffed away in storage, and I thought, wow, what are these doing here? I can totally wear them now. They fit me, so I was like, goodness, pull them out. Let's hang them up. And that was the way with a lot of things. I had about, I'm gonna be honest, about 6 kitchen garbage bags full of clothing items that I had in storage. Yeah, that's, as you can see, I have a lot of clothes. But they've all been in storage until now, and going through everything, you know, brought me a lot of joy to just, 1, organize, 2, I absolutely love everything I have, and 3, to just see it all come together and just knowing that I'm not super wasteful with things just like sitting in storage forever and, you know, going bad or something. I use most of what you see here, and I say most because I have things that are like super sparkly like this that I have for special occasions. Obviously, depends on when that occasion arrives or if it's necessary or not. But yeah, I have a lot of things that I do wear on a fairly routine basis. So let me take you through some really quick just organization of what I did, and this is just phase 1. Phase 1 is complete, and let you know what I have for phase 2 and probably phase 3. I definitely have a style, but first I'm just going to talk to you real quick about this clothing rack. This clothing rack, if you know from previous videos, this is what's been here and holding my temporary like week outfits. I used to just kind of like line it up here. This clothing rack is also something that I use for my markets, and I have to actually keep my work bag up here because Auku loves to just root around in this bag. I don't know. It's probably just because it smells like work and it's a different space and place and she's not sure about it. But every time, like I can't put it, I've tried like little shelving that I have under here, put it on there, and she still roots around. So up on the clothing rack, it's gonna live for now. So anyways, back to organization. I do have my hanging items here, or the longer trousers that I have, as well as dresses. Any of my longer sweaters, of course, I have here. And if you remember, the stability base, imagine that. It's held up beautifully. I really, really like it. And now I can see everything that I have. I have a lot of black and animal prints and florals, and that's my style. Jeans and some trousers. I'm a jeans girl. Tried and true. I've tried other things, and I love my jeans. I don't like to fold my clothes because I find that if I fold them, they just get disheveled and it looks like awful. So it's just easy, quick, see what I have, put outfit together, grab and go. Easy. And then I have my heavier pieces over here. Blazers. Obsessed. Like, obsessed. So that is my big thing. I still have a price tag on there. Whoops. Blazers are amazing. I have my heavier Irish sweaters down here. Yes, those are vintage. And then I have lighter fair up here. You can see, yes, I do have a few tops inside out, and that is intentional because these are really prized vintage pieces and I don't want them to fade unevenly well. So I flip them inside out, and that's how I hang them so that they don't fade and get all icky and stuff. Centerpiece, I just threw some stuff up there. I don't have a lot of shoes. I do have like more than just this. I'm actually not a big shoe girl. Imagine that. But I do have several pairs of sneakers. I think it's weird to look at shoes up there. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'll put these up there and throw like the sneakers, like my workout shoes or something, up there as well, to kind of just get them in a space and place where it's out of the way. I'm not sure. Options. That's a great thing. You live with something for a little bit. You don't kind of force your way through something because you have to make sure it's functional for you. So that's what I'm going to continue doing. We'll probably try the shoes up there and see where we go. A few things that I will not do for phase 1. Let me just take you through it because it's easier if I show you. One of the things that I see often in these makeover DIY wardrobe videos are a lot of people do fill in the little marks, the little holes for shelving. As you can see, it's like a cam screw setup. I don't know. I forget what it's called exactly. Anyways, but they kind of stick out like a sore thumb, honestly. But for the sake of practicality, I'm going to leave them there. I'm not going to fill them in because you know what? Again, I'm going to be living with this unit, and sometimes maybe I have like a dress moment and I need to move these racks over here. Maybe I say F it and I need to fill this bottom row in with more shelving, and that's where I'm going to put all my pants and sweaters later on. Maybe t-shirts. I don't know. But I do know that I change my mind so often that it would be not a good idea if I just left these little holes here and just like patched them up. I need to have them open for options in the future. So as I was mentioning earlier, this is phase 1, is just building the thing and throwing things on it. Phase 2 is going to be a little bit more adding some details. I have this gorgeous vintage hanging pendant lamp down here. It was hanging up, and then I realized I really want it to be hanging up here again, but I need to move this hook a little bit over so that it kind of hangs down like here, maybe a little bit up in this area. And the second part of phase 2 detail is trim work. Yes, I'm going to add trim in here so it looks a little bit more complete, more like molding. I don't know what the dog is barking about, but she's going a little nuts. I even considered doing something like here, maybe to kind of like have it just look a little bit more like complete and built in. I don't think I would do anything across though. That's the only thing. Options. Yeah, so that would be phase 2. I also want to get some valet hooks that I would affix on the inside of these pieces, and then they would just kind of, the rods would pull out. I need them to pull out a little bit further past this, so I gotta measure that, just so that I can hang things up and I can photograph it for online, for my shop. So I think that would be a really nice detail to have in here. And of course, for phase 3, I'm adding lighting to all of this. As you can see, I have a horrible Stark overhead light. It's functional, which is fantastic, but it isn't ideal. If I'm going to be using this space as an office and kind of like a background for everything, I really need to have something that is more like visually aesthetic, and I love the way it looks. You know, why not? There's making my childhood dream come true here, you know. I'm just gonna go all out for it. So yes, I will be adding lighting. So there's gonna be molding up here, and then probably lighting that comes down here. I'll probably add some sort of like can lights under here. We currently have a pretty sweet setup with hue lights in our house, so I will most likely go along the same route, just to kind of keep everything on the same lighting track system. because it's so much easier, right? I prefer it that way. I set everything on timers and anyways. So yeah, that will be phase 3. So molding's going to happen once the weather gets more agreeable outside, because I need all of the trim work to dry within reasonable time. And right now it's like a miserable rainy day, but it's only like 30 degrees outside, maybe 35 because it's not snowing, but it's gross, right? I'm not going to get anything done outside. So that's going to wait until spring, the weather gets nicer out, and then once I get the molding installed, then I can install the lights. So there we have it, guys. Built by me with an assist from Max and claimed from Alco. What do you think? Huh, Uncle D? What do you think of it? Do you like it? Do you like the new wardrobe office? Yeah? Nice and cozy? Nice and cozy. I love it, guys. I think it's beautiful. It's functional, and I love just seeing everything out. Oh my gosh. This is like the organization piece of dreams. And that's it. I'm going to sign off here for phase 1 is done. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Like and subscribe, and I will see you at the next DIY. Bye.